Julie, veteran Oakland homicide investigator Phong Tran is now finding himself on the other side of the law, charged with lying on the witness stand. But his attorney is accusing Alameda County DA Pamela Price of treating murderers like heroes and officers like criminals. Veteran Oakland homicide investigator Phong Tran, seen here on a department Facebook photo and in the white shirt at a crime scene in 2016, is now a criminal defendant, charged by Alameda County DA Pamela Price with perjury, threatening and bribing a witness.
Lying and manipulating a witness are serious violations of the public trust and a threat to the integrity of the judicial system. Detective Tran will be held accountable.
It all has to do with Tran's investigation of the 2011 shooting death of Charles Butler in North Oakland, who was killed after he bumped into a car while parking outside a market. The case went unsolved until 2013, when KTVU aired a report featuring Tran and the victim's terminally ill father pleading for tips. And just a week after that broadcast, a woman came forward saying she saw two men commit the crime. This is what Tran told KTVU at the time.
One of the community members or witnesses actually came forward and gave us the key piece that we needed to close this case.
The DA says that's not true and that the woman received thousands of dollars from a witness support program and Tran himself.
The confidential informant later stated that she did not actually witness the murder. Detective Tran lied about his connection to the witness and the payments to her under oath.
The two men she ID'd in Butler's killing were convicted and sentenced to life. They spent 10 years behind bars before being released.
I felt that Tran was a predator in a way. He preyed on my father and my mother's sadness.
Ann Butler is the victim's sister.
To find out that this was going on behind the scenes, it's hurtful, you know, and I felt that they have been taken advantage of.
In a statement, Tran's attorney said in part, he is being prosecuted for having the audacity to investigate, arrest, and bring to justice the killers who terrorize Oakland. These charges are baseless and should gravely concern every Alameda County resident that desires a truly equitable criminal justice system. DA Price says her office, together with the Northern California Innocence Project, will need to review at least 125 cases that Officer Tran investigated while working homicides. Now, reached out to Price's office and requested an interview, but was told she would not take further questions, and her video, like others before it, will be her only statements in this case. Now, Mike, we saw you in that piece. You actually spoke to the victim's father back in 2013.
Yeah, you bet. I interviewed his father, who was dying at the time, as you reported, and this was nearly 2 years after their son was killed in 2011. The reward at the time of that interview had gone up to $25,000, I remember. The dad wanted justice. I remember it was OPD, Henry, that had come to me. You know, this isn't a story that I've been following. They actually gave me a phone call, pitched the story. Dad wanted to talk. Officer Phong Tran, Henry, I remember, offering himself up for this interview, hoping that the story would all bring forward a witness and eventually lead to an arrest. And sure enough, an arrest was made, you know, a week or two after. I'm curious, though, Henry, did the DA tell you why the woman, the so-called witness, is coming forward after all of these years?
Yeah, for years. Apparently, Mike, she became remorseful about her testimony. She grew a conscience, came forward to help the defense, and that led the DA's office under the previous administration to dismiss those murder convictions.
And does Tran have to turn himself in, like, tomorrow or the next day? Or does he have
by tomorrow, but so far we don't see any evidence that he's turned himself in.
Henry Lee, live tonight in the newsroom. Henry, thank you.